Um, I guess okay, so we've been talking for about almost an hour or so. So we're
We're good.
probably gonna wrap up.
We're good. I was
Um,
coming in the house anyway.
I guess um since you said you want to write fantasy, I I would love to hear besides dragons, like what else you would be, or maybe not what else you'd like to write, but what other kinds of fantasy like stories or setups you like. I'm getting back into fantasy now and I'm looking for literally all the recommendations.
Oh, girl, get you some N.K. Jemisin.
Oh, I love her. Oh, I love
Read, did you read, I almost called it The Land of a Thousand Dances.
her.
That's, that is not the name of the book. That's that's a song. What is it? 100,000 Kingdoms.
Yeah, I love that one.
I mean,
Well, yeah.
I mean, the girl turned Satan into a romance hero. I mean, who does that? You know, who does that?
The Broken Kingdoms is my favorite book
Oh
from
yeah,
that series. It's just
the trilogy. Yeah,
yeah, it's just amazing.
she's amazing. I haven't read the New York series yet.
Oh,
Uh,
I haven't read that one either.
yeah, I have to get that. But she's so amazing, and seems to be very very nice. At least she's nice to me on Twitter. So I'm assuming she's a nice person. But I'm a
You
big,
like shifters. You like shifters, right?
I'll do anything really if it's a good story.
Yeah.
Mm. Shifters. I'm a big Alona Andrews fan. Oh my God. Oh my God. Um, if I could only, and I've said this before, if I could only have one life so good, you only get one author you can read for the rest of your life. It would be them. It's a husband and wife team, Gordon and Alona. Um, because they took a guy from their original series who everybody on the planet hated. We wanted to send this guy to hell. Turn him into a hero. We're like, what? How come we love this guy now? So incredible writing. But I love I love Jim Butcher because he's got the magic. Um, and there's no shifters in that.
Mhm.
Harry Dresden is the only wizard in Chicago in the phone book. Um, and there's been like 1,000 books in that series, at least 1,000. Um, I love Pat Briggs. Um, I'd like to see some Black folks do a long series, more than 3 books.
Mhm.
So you can really, really, get into the characters. But I'm content with what I can take now from them.
Mhm.
Um, so yeah, I mean, Penelope, I mean, everybody's they're just doing
Yeah.
just kick ass writing, and it's just like wonderful. It is
Yeah.
because I had nothing like that growing up. There were no Black stories, period, other than the classics, and I'd be like reading about these old people. Like, I don't want to read about Langston Hughes anymore. It's like give me
Yeah.
something different. It's like I was at a bookstore in Florida years ago. This older woman, it was a great store, and they were having the kids in for story hour, not with me, but with the story hour. And one of the little sisters stood up and she said, "Is this about slavery?" She said, "I'm tired of hearing about slavery." And I screamed. She couldn't have been more. And 7 or 8 years old, she was like, "What the hell are we doing here?" I will always remember
I feel like that is the place to end. Yeah, we are all that little girl.
her.
We
Yeah,
are all that little girl.
we really are. We really are. There's so much joy that can be
Oh my
told.
God. That's its own question and interview. There's just so much joy.
So we would not have gotten here without joy,
No.
you
Yeah,
know? So anyway, that's a whole nother interview.
it is.